They're having a point of contention with what I said versus the actual message. They're like the underlying fact. Ladies, this isn't up for discussion. You are physically inferior to men. It's a biological fact. If it wasn't, there would be one NBA. There would be no WNBA. There would be one soccer league. There would be no female sports. There would be just one sport. Both genders compete. But last time I checked, there's 2 different leagues for a reason. And the reason is because women simply cannot compete with men on a physiological level. That's a fact.
That's true.
Yeah, it's all physical though, not anything else.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. So, do you disagree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, how so?
Cramps, is it physical?
Uh-huh.
Is it? You would never childbirth.
I was about to
You
say
would
birth.
never.
Uh-huh.
We talking about what? Football, sports. We're talking about working out. I mean, I squat heavier than most men. I deadlift heavier than most men.
Yeah.
But I understand. Look at my friend. But I hear you. I hear you, brother. It's all love. It's all love.
Because you know how they have.
Look at him. Wait. Oh, wait.
No, because like this is crazy. Like physical strength and pain tolerance are 2 different things. I'm gonna say that again. Physical
but it's still
strength
a physical
and pain tolerance are 2 different things.
Okay.
Okay, let me water it down a little bit.
Pain is physical.
When I'm saying men are physically superior to women and women are physically inferior, what I'm referring to is strength, being able to manipulate the world, being able to bear the, battle. You know what I'm saying? We have more bone density than you guys. We can withstand,
yeah, it's all factual.
You might be a strong woman.
Hold on.
But here's the
that's
thing.
cool.
Arm wrestle.
I don't do that.
Yeah, so, we can sit here and say, you're a strong woman. Fantastic.
I got you.
But a 15-year-old boy will fuck you up.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know about that. It depends on how he looks.
Yeah.
It depends on that 15-year-old.
A skinny
Why would a
15-year-old boy, but that's what I'm trying to say. She's a grown woman.
Funny.
A teenage boy can literally destroy her. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that to be an asshole or whatever, but it's just that. And here's the thing. This conversation, the fact that we're even having it, goes to show how far removed we are from reality.
Yeah.
Because we live in a safe first world country with electricity, modern conveniences, etc. And with all due respect, ladies, a lot of women forget what the savagery that men are really capable of. Women cannot compete with men on a physical level.
But you know what?
Period.
It makes sense. You wouldn't want a woman to drag your ass and throw you on the bed anyway.
I think we shouldn't take a
I love that. They love being dominated.
Wait, can I say something?
They love being dominated.
But okay, here's the other side, right? Here's the other side of it, right? So you guys are more superior in, like, I want to say, picking up on certain things. Like, you're more like, I want to say, socially aware than guys are. So we have strengths and weaknesses, right? We have different roles to play. So yes, maybe we could on the strength sides, but social awareness, surroundings, things like that, you're way superior. So you got a point?
I was just gonna say I lived in Peru for 3 years, and I don't know if y'all understand, like, el machismo over there, like the way guys treat women over there, it's totally different than it is here. That's why, like, I get where y'all come from at the same time, because when I came back, I realized how blessed I was for real, because there are women over there who can't even leave their house. It's just very common. Feminicidio, can I say that so people understand? El feminicidio is so common over there. So that's why when I came back to Peru, like, I get it. Like, we have, at the end of the day, yeah, men say this stuff, women say this stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm very blessed because I lived in a third world country and I could not be with the guy over there. So I'm very, at the end of the day, yeah, we have our differences, whatever. Of course, we're men and women. We're not the same. But that's what we're here together, to vibe with each other, connect. And I'm very blessed to be here with the men here.
So going back to what I was saying, just to finish my point, is that on the podcast, a lot of time we speak about how women are communitarian, and I expressed why, because you guys are physically inferior, despite what you guys want. It might not. A fact is fact. You can agree or disagree with it. It does not change the fact that it's a fact. So anyway, what we've come to realize is that even when women are in the wrong and we ask for the female opinion, a lot of the time, unless it's egregious, the women almost always side with the other woman, regardless of if she was in the wrong or in the right. And there's a biological reason for it. And it's fascinating to just kind of see it unfold real time. Like, even though you guys knew, like, you guys were like, nah, she fucked up. a lot of you guys kind of gave her an out. Well, you know, she was drunk, or you know, maybe she was honest. She just didn't know how to express it. A lot of you guys kind of
different mindset.
Yeah, a lot of you guys kind of gave her a few outs for her behavior. But I guarantee you, if it was a man and we fucked his ass up,
oh Lord,
y'all would not have anything to say to defend him as far as like, well, you know, he might have had a mental issue.
But it
Or,
was
you
the
know,
same. I don't agree.
I think it was genuine. I
It would've been the
think
same.
so. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all would not have made any
was a
type of
pre-workout.
excuses for him.
it was a pre-workout.
But it worked the
That's not its
same.
fault.
Like,
No, I disagree. I feel like we will feel bad regardless.
I feel like it's the same. Like you have your boys back, right?
Yeah,
Like you
it's the
got your
same
boys back,
thing.
right? You know,
You
your
don't know
boy-
her.
I know, but I'm still saying, like in general, like even if you just met somebody and you know they're fucking off or doing whatever the fuck, you're gonna have that person's back.
Hell
because-
no.
No?
Nope.
I don't
No?
know you.
I think I would have felt the same
What?
way.
I mean, if it was a guy, I'd probably laugh.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
right.
To keep it
You're
100,
right.
I just
That's
start
true.
laughing.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be more aggressive.
Thank you for being honest.
Keeping it real.
Right.
Yeah, you
Like-
know, I just
Because I mean, it's two men against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no need for a collective unit to protect
I
said
would have still
man.
been like, but
Yeah.
he was.
Okay.
But it just,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it goes to show our point that
Right.
women are collectivists on a balance of probabilities. Not all the time, but you guys will try to defend each other to some degree and or come with some kind of concession to defend bad behavior. Like, it is what it is. And it was very interesting to see it unfold. So I hope you guys had your notepads out and you were learning there. But no, that was a fantastic question from the super chatter on the show.
We got a video to react to. But
Video?
after
Okay.
this, though.
Does anyone else still disagree that men are physically superior to women?
It's over.
It is what it is.
Okay. I was ready to go. Like, I could pull up a video.
Don't drag it on.
Because there was a couple videos that went viral. There's two videos. One, SAS training. If you guys know, it's an elite British force. They had men and women physically fist fighting each other.
I mean,
And the women.
I'm not fighting no man. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. But guess what happened?
Right.
Fucking
Okay.
I wonder what. I can imagine.
Okay. And then let's go to a second one. There was a recent MMA fight.
Oh.
I'm sure you guys saw that. That was in the news.
Bruh.
Woman fought a guy. What happened?
I bet you he had no mercy. He's been waiting to do that.
The girls are
Okay.
I bet.
But it proves my point,
Not
ladies. I never said we're better than you and men and women are like, oh, women are less than men. All I'm simply saying is that we're physically superior to you.
Yeah.
And that is a
I feel
biological
like you guys
fact.
probably just took a little offense because they said superior.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
the way
no,
they
yeah,
were-
yeah.
Like,
You're
it's
stronger.
It's
Like,
the way,
I
it's
took
the
no
way that you
offense. I
say
was
it.
just
It's the way
speaking.
that you
You know.
say it.
Yes. There you
That's what
go.
I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
That's what
which
he's
brings
saying.
it
back to
It's
the
'cause
point.
you talk, you talk so aggressive.
Back to
It's like we're
tone.
having a conversation. You don't have to yell at me. I'm not
See,
yelling at
why
you.
you said that
Yeah,
earlier?
which brings you back to the point where
I
you
didn't
were
yell
like,
anything.
He's
yeah.
not yelling though.
You proved my point even further.
Yes.
You
It's
care
the
more
delivery, the
about
tone.
how I said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Versus
trying to say. Yeah.
the
What you
content.
said,
Guys,
I don't
do y'all
know.
see this? Like, this is literally like, you guys are looking at womanese occurring at 101 right now.
We're different.
Welcome
It is
to
what it
fucking
is.
But we
class
need
right
each
now.
other.
We're all
Because-
different girls. We have opinions.
Welcome to school, guys.
Man,
you guys are literally watching right now in 1080p the differences between how men and women communicate. Even though I stated a biological fact, they have more issue with me using the word superior and the way I said it than the fact that it is a fact.
Man, I'm ready to move on.
Like real talk, if I tell y'all,
Yeah.
right? If I say this, very interesting. The sky is blue versus the sky is fucking blue. Does it change the fact that the sky is blue?
No.
Nah.
Okay.
You sound like you had more passion with the fucking though.
Shit really is
It
blue.
doesn't
Like,
change.
we're confident.
It doesn't change.
Oh, that shit
Like,
blue blue.
like, it doesn't change, man.
I guess I can say for me, like, if you're trying to tell me something and you just talk to me in a nasty way, I don't want to listen to you because I'll give you
I
that same
agree.
energy
Yeah.
back. Like, talk to me nice and I'll talk nice back to you.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel
if you're
like-
coming at me crazy, I'm gonna
Talk to me nice.
Yeah,
Talk to
because
me
I feel
nice.
like us women,
And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about like somebody that I like knew in general. Like coming at me like that would have been like, what the heck? Like,
Or
yeah,
why
I
is
feel
somebody
like
coming
you
at me?
don't
I'm not talking
know.
about you. I'm talking about if I was out, I would have taken offense to it. Like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah,
like
because
that?
here's the thing. You want to know why you think that way?
Why?
You're a young, attractive woman. You're not used to the opposite gender speaking to you like this. You're not used to
And you
it because they're
shouldn't
trying to have
be
sex
used
with
to
you. So they're going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to speak to you politely, and they're going to do everything they can to not shake the tree. But welcome to Fresh and Fit, where we're not trying to fuck you, and we're gonna say, hey, the sky's fucking blue. All right, man. So welcome. So yeah, and here's the thing. Like I've noticed that with with young attractive girls, they're not used to oh my god, it's the way you said it. I'm not used to this. A man speaking to me like this.
I'm like I said, I'm a dancer. I've been dancing since I was 19 years old.
Makes even more sense.
No, it's because I've used to like guys coming at me crazy, guys touching me a certain way, guys say. Like, I know the difference when, like, a guy's talking to me right and when a guy's talking to me wrong. Like, if you're automatically, like, drunk as fuck and you're talking to me crazy, why would I want to talk to you when I can talk to the next person who's going to talk to me nice?
But you're missing the main point is that they're dealing with you in a sexual sense, which is going to automatically make them try to communicate with a way that is going to build rapport, right? Unless they're literally, slow. But they're going to try to build rapport with you because they find you attractive.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I noticed the difference, like, between getting treated right and like getting treated right. Like, I can tell, like,
the difference between getting treated right and getting treated right.
Well, I mean,
I don't. If you've never been dancing, you wouldn't understand like the treatment you get.
They
I
understand. They
guess.
just.
Oh no,
don't
we know.
want
We've
to.
had hundreds
just
of strippers
don't
on the show.
But
we know.
even the one talking shit still. That's just how he talks to women, even if it's on a sexual level. So she's basically like, why would I even fuck with you when this nigga talking to me nice?
Different people come in the different walks of life. So I'm talking about different people. I've met different people. It's not just one type of person. I'm just saying.
I mean, we're kind of deviating from the point.
Yeah.
The point is that
Yeah.
a fact is a fact regardless of how it's stated.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So in other words, fuck your feelings. Facts are facts, right? So
All right, we got.
I'm gonna put it nice and succinctly
as well.
I need to drink more.
All
Let's
right,
super chats here.
$10. Isaac Landis adopted. I am adopted, and I started making YouTube videos of being adopted. I salute. Yeah, YouTube can be tough. Okay,
There you
cool.
go.
That's an interesting niche.
Good job, man.
Jay Wynn, $20. Since she's married, respectfully, Wagwan, Miss Jamaica, you are
Wagwan.
gorgeous. Oh, okay, I fucked that one up. All right. Yes, why did you cut your locks?
I needed a change. I was growing up for 12 years and
It be
Boom.
like that.
She lost too many fist fights with 15-year-old boys. So she was like, nah, bro, I'm tired of this shit.
whatever.
All right, Tajima, out here in Australia, I'm 19 years old. Watching these vids really make me aware and lay a mental foundation for what to expect and how to act. I'm in my second year of blue-collar work and striving to become a 1% male number one. All right,
There you
cool,
go,
bro.
brother. Good job.
And then Fresh, I like how you stood your ground with academics, so I give you respect, man. $20 to know
Thanks,
about this.
dude.
Cool. How does a quote go? Just because no one understands you, that fact doesn't give you a free pass. Oh, shit.
Ooh, true.
James Shen, $20. $10, DM right. Don't boys, the chat is roasting her heavy AF on her live. She also says she wouldn't have had to apologize. WFNF. She shouldn't have had to apologize. Oh, you
Yeah,
really said that?
She was not sincere, bro, at all, bro. You could tell she was like, I'll just say it because I want to be on the show, but I ain't gonna say sorry. Better be like, nigga, no sorry? All right, bet.
I mean, bro, we
And
don't
then-
have to do anything.
And then knowing that she was a plant, nigga, go back to the plantation.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. We'll see. We'll have a meeting after. I travel to Montreal often. Espionage is a capital offense from Captain MLD. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Hey, tell Xerxes to gather her mob of so-called strong women and liberate Kabul. Get the fuck out of here. Are you gonna?
Whatever.
You got anything to say back to him on that one?
Nah, just follow me on Instagram. It's just Rocky.
Oh yeah.
It's
All
just
right.
Rocky.
Like it.
Tom Chad, $10. These women should watch a series like Shaka Zulu and see how it is in a world where men are the law. Okay.
Ooh.
$200 from BSP. Equality is wrong word to use in discussion about man versus woman. Food and water aren't equal, but both are important. Yep, that's true. All right, Bougie. If pregnancy was so painful, why y'all keep on having children?
Y'all need to get
Should ask his
vasectomies.
mom that.
It ain't just
What do you
that.
mean? Why we? What?
ain't even
Mom
born.
that.
We do it alone.
All
We
right.
do it alone.
Girls love arguing biology. Pregnancy has hormonal and chemical release/relief to endure pain. Let's pass kidney stones to see who cries louder. SMH. Okay.
Stop.
$10.
Oh, Lord.
There is no rule stating that a woman cannot play in the NBA. That's a fact. Women can play in the NBA. But why don't
they
they?
choose not to? Why is that?
Oh, we
They'll
choose
get
not to though?
Dominated.
Yes.
I mean,
You got a choice to make there.
this has nothing to do with us. Them crickets can go.
No, I'm asking for an answer. Why don't women compete in the NBA?
We don't have the answers because they created one specifically for women.
And why is that?
Why though?
I mean, the same way I played football in high school. I played with the boys. I was Mike, middle linebacker. And I also played flag football, but it's just
Were you good?
absolutely. I mean, did you know the first cheerleaders were men? And then they switched to the women because the men were too heavy. Did you know that?
Read
What?
up on it.
Sir.
I mean, we're deviating from the question here. Why don't
I'm
women
just
compete with men in the
saying,
NBA?
It's not. It's above us. I
It's
don't
above
know.
us.
Bro,
It's above us,
She just does
Myron.
not want to admit that she's
I
wrong,
don't
bro.
know.
This is.
But how am I wrong when I didn't make the rules?
I said men are
I don't know.
physically superior to women.
We talking about
You disagreed.
NBA and WNBA.
Yeah, which proves our point that men are physically superior to women.
Gotcha. All right.
Like they're just. I mean, and if it wasn't that way, there would be one sports league for every sport. There would be no need to separate men and women. There would not be a double standard in the military. Women
Exactly.
do 20 push-ups. Guys have to do 50. There would be
Olympics.
double standards.
Male and
Olympics.
female.
Like,
That's true.
and remember, just because you work out and you're in good shape and you might be stronger than 99% of girls, you are still weak compared to the average man.
It's okay. I don't think we're in a fight right now. So
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's no fight. I'm just simply, I'm challenging your logic because it's flawed.
That's okay.
And
That's
that's
technically your logic.
Yeah.
You're challenging her.
No, that's
logic.
that's reality.
It's a fact.
But I'm
Okay.
saying that's her logic that you
I'm
were
just
challenging.
Okay.
It technically wasn't her logic that you were challenging. Mm.
It's okay, guys. We need each other.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless, men need women,
Okay.
women
Right.
need men.
We
It
still
is
need
what
each
it
other.
is.
I respectfully disagree. Women need men. Men don't need women.
Just
Men definitely need
To
women.
survive.
Yeah.
For the purpose of survival, men do not need women.
okay. Okay.
Are we all surviving?
If we had to.
I mean,
How
if
are you
you
gonna make
when you come out the womb, who do you
Like,
need?
yeah, where did you come from?
Her
Like
mother.
what?
Men, not boys.
Ladies, I simply said men don't need women
okay.
for survival.
Oh,
But we
yeah,
do need you
okay.
guys to propagate a society.
Yep.
However, let's reverse it. Women definitely need men. That's a fact.
For survival?
Yes.
Definitely not.
No.
For survival.
How am I alive right now?
Yeah,
I got no
I'm
man.
like-
I live on my
I
own.
can't even
Oh!
my skills.
Oh, let's
I'm
go back
all
a
the
couple
way
years.
across the country
If
by
there was
myself.
no
No
electricity,
man.
Protecting
no
ourselves from
TV,
men.
no cell phone, and you were in the wild, what would you do?
Survive.
Survive.
To survive.
You
Hold
never
on.
been camping?
What? So you're saying you need a
You go
TV
home.
to survive?
You're gonna build a hut, right? You're gonna build a spear. You're gonna fight lions. Tell me how.
We can watch YouTube.
I'm gonna learn.
The same way.
Why did you say we're gonna watch YouTube?
She
So you're telling me, I want to know, like, it's just instill in only men how to do these things?
Well,
No,
first off,
the
right?
same way you will.
He was
I
saying
will.
earlier, men are
Uh-huh.
superior to women.
In
right?
a strength, right?
So to fight back creatures of the wild, you have to have strength.
It doesn't take strength to make a spear. It doesn't take strength to
To
build a
start a
hut.
fire.
Yeah.
They can be
So
vegan.
we're talking
So-
about the survival
so
things.
here's my part,
Yeah,
right?
survival.
You spoke about pregnancy, right?
Uh-huh.
And childbirth. If you're pregnant, how are you gonna defend yourself?
Where is the man? We don't have them. How I'm pregnant?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying as an example.
Oh.
How are you gonna defend?
Listen,
defend
I watched
yourself?
Apocalypto. I'm gonna be in that hole till my baby daddy take
Man.
care of it. Okay?
Man,
He's
I'm,
coming back for me.
I'm just saying off of the example that he put forward.
I got
If
you.
you're in the wild by yourselves, like back in those days, without a man, you be dead.
No,
literally.
women have an instinct. They have an instinct,
have
like
to
a
search
survival
for
mode
you, though.
instinct.
Why would they be
Yeah.
dead?
Like
Everything
I could have
you
nothing
use right now,
and turn it
hold on.
into something.
Everything you use right now was built by men.
Is to
The chair,
protect
the
us
chair you're in,
against
the mic
I
you're
feel
talking
like
to.
it could be built by a woman.
Listen,
but it's
every-
not.
every
But
great
it's not.
man,
But
there's
it's
a
not.
greater woman beside
Can I?
him. She gave him them
Yo,
ideas.
we can't
Can I-
argue. Go ahead. Go ahead.
most of the things we have to protect ourselves nowadays are to protect us against men.
Absolutely.
Okay, but who built the things to protect you from men? Men.
Not
Probably
strictly
the
men.
women that
No.
knew they
The
needed
The
to
majority of
destroy
like
them.
survival things, women make it because
Yes.
Yeah.
know,
It's
before
mostly
that.
women.
But y'all don't
Yeah.
want to have that
No.
conversation.
Listen.
That's a long conversation.
Listen, I know your industry, right? And definitely, there's a reason why you need those items because niggas.
Because of men.
Exactly. But the average girl, come on now.
I don't think it has
It's
anything to do with the
average girl.
industry.
It has nothing to do with what you do, who
Yeah.
you are. It's you're a
Yeah.
woman. and
Seriously.
men prey on women, but y'all not ready to have that conversation.
Okay,
True.
the same way how men
know what
prey
you're
on
not
women,
saying.
right?
Uh-huh.
If you're in the wild, animals are gonna prey on you. How are you gonna defend yourself? See
But the lines are gonna prey on male or female. They're not gonna
It
specifically
doesn't matter.
prey. They don't know.
They're not like that's a
But
woman.
the point
Let's
is
get
that, like,
her.
okay, let's say there's no
You're gonna
men.
get eaten by a lion. You think you're not gonna get eaten?
I'm trying to say,
I'm
trying to say, right? That men create things, women don't. They just pretty
That's
much
not
come
true.
into. What do you
That's
create?
not babies,
Other than kids, what do you create?
like
I give life.
With plans.
I feel like a woman.
As a
I
woman,
build you
you
up.
give a lot of stability, like just in general. Like you give that type of emotional or like whatever, whatever type of connection you have with another individual, whether it's a male or female or whatever. You give that type of like men are so quick to just like let it go. It is what it is, like whatnot. Like women literally invest their all into situations where, they sometimes end up in fucked up predicaments or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like women, like they invest more in general. So if you're going to say, if a lion's coming to us, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to cry. Nah, I'm going to fucking fight until I survive. You know what I mean?
You're gonna fight.
Out. I'm going to figure it out. That's the type of mentality women have.
All right.
to
So
figure it out.
since you guys are all speculating, whatever, let's hit some goddamn facts because this is a feels train. Name one matriarchy that has stood the test of time.
Next.
Okay, there's not one single matriarchy that has stood the test of time. Why? Because they were all destroyed by patriarchies. Okay? Hold on. Let me finish my point because I know you're about to get in your feels right now, but I'm about to hit y'all with facts. The modern conveniences that women enjoy today, electric, power, the grid system, etc., 90+% of the workers that hold that infrastructure for your modern conveniences are men. Engineers, architects, etc. The men responsible for building the world that you enjoy and live in now are men. Okay? Predominantly. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Male dominated. Okay? Also, all the dangerous jobs that women don't necessarily work, but men do. Dominated by men that allow you the modern conveniences that allow you to even be in this podcast right now trying to argue a point that is not true. No, women can survive without men. No, you cannot. Here's another thing as well. Women, physically inferior to men. Biological fact. You do not have the grip strength, the height, the strength, the bone density, etc. to face the wilderness and combat the situations that can literally kill you. There's a reason why women want a guy that's taller than them, makes more money than them, stronger than them, etc. You are biologically hardwired to look for a superior. Why? Because hardwired from a millennia programming, that a woman cannot exist by herself. And more so, if she has a child and she's pregnant, she's now vulnerable to the elements. You need a man to go out, get resources, kill animals, bring back so you can eat and survive and maintain the child. That's the way it's been since the beginning of time. We can sit here and argue, no, I can get around without a guy. These inventions that you guys are talking about, men invented them. Men invented. Women have not. There's very few female inventors. Most of the modern conveniences you enjoy today were invented by men. That's a fact. Also, what else here?
He got his notes.
He got a list. He got a list.
He just Googled all that
the other
shit,
thing too.
first of all.
No, I didn't Google anything. I wrote this down. So, and the other thing too, the reason why women have the privilege to say, "Oh, we don't need to survive by men," is because there are men willing to fight for that erroneous claim. United States, strongest superpower in the world. Why? Because we have a strong military. Dominated by who? Men. For the longest time, men were only involved in infantry. All the special ops, the Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, SF, male dominated. The only reason feminism and women are able to make these crazy claims is because there are men willing to protect it. Let's look at Afghanistan. What happened? Feminism, the women are here. Yeah, we're gonna have schools. What happened? Those dudes were like, no, you ain't. They came, they killed everybody off, and now they took control. Women need men to survive because there's other men that will kill them if they don't.
Okay, but you think that men don't need women to survive?
No.
At all?
No. And as a matter of fact, I'll give you an example. There was a shout out to Thing Before You Sleep. They did a documentary and they put men and women on an island. Okay, the men were separated, the women were separated. Within a few days, the women almost died. They couldn't build shelter, they couldn't start a fire, and they couldn't clean the water. However, the men quickly were able to, because the women were like, well, what do you guys want to do? Let's take a vote on it. Everything was communitarian. With the men, they quickly established a dominance hierarchy. All right, he's calling the shots. All right, we're going to go get wood here. We're going to go get water. We're going to go gather food. And they're able to quickly put their feelings aside and get the job done. Men are logical creatures.
But you could be that type of man. Like, I'm not saying that you're not, but there's some men that are not that type of men. There's some men that won't even go camping a day in their life.
Okay.
Because they're afraid to sleep outside.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fair.
You know
But
what I
that does
mean?
not
Like-
change the fact. That does not change the fact that if I lined up 100 men and 100 women and I put them on separate islands and told them survive, the men would have a far higher likelihood of surviving than the women.
So you know what? That seemed like it's just a skill set. So ladies, we need to get into
That's
survival
what
classes.
I kind
Because
of.
I mean, if I knew how to build a hut, you knew how to make fire.
I
You
grew up in the mountains.
it's
I know
really
exactly what
skills.
to
You're
do.
not born with. You don't. Not everybody know how to do all of
Yeah,
that. You.
like,
It was
what?
taught.
Can I say
You know. So I mean,
The question
man
is,
or woman.
would you really want to learn that?
Absolutely.
I want to know his
Why not?
sources.
If he didn't mention that, you never learned that skill.
That's not
That,
true.
well, I mean, I can speak for myself. I do things like that, so I don't mind.
I mean, it's the same way how most guys.
Hold on, ladies.
Animal group.
Okay, that's you.
So that's why I said I can speak for myself. He asked, would I really want to learn that?
You're
Yeah.
a gross exception to the rule. No disrespect.
None
But
taken.
If I lined up 100 women, they would not be willing to do that, and they
You're
would not
right.
want to do that.
Nails,
Right.
hair,
Yeah,
Chanel
the
bags.
majority of women.
I'm
It's
doing
a
all of
very,
that.
a very
Nothing
few
to do
of
with the
us that
conversation.
that has nothing to do.
Oh,
with
the Chanel
conversation.
bag.
Definitely
Yeah, I was
does.
talking about the wilderness, and you brought up Chanel.
No.
He simply said if you leave
The
women
average
to their
girl.
devices, they'd rather do other things such as shop than
Who said
learn
that?
survival skills.
What?
People
Who
are
said that?
different. Everybody's
Yeah.
different.
This is
Okay,
a trap.
you got a point.
Oh, so I was
This is a
saying,
trap.
you guys were saying that men,
Invented everything.
not like invented, but they're the
That's a
first
fact.
ones. Yeah, in a way. So based off what you guys were saying,
Not in
like
a way.
men.
It's a fact. Men
Okay,
are
yeah.
the overwhelmed. Everything
I
that you
wonder why,
enjoy,
though.
Okay,
men
yeah.
have created.
So men, in reality, since the beginning of the day, men are the ones that go out hunting. They're the ones that build everything, and the women are the ones that stay home, take care of the kids, teach the kids, clean, cook, and all that stuff. I feel like
Merch.
if it wasn't like that from the beginning, if like women were taught the same skills as men and women were given the opportunity to do the same thing as men, they'll be on the same level
Ooh.
because they, you know what I mean? Do you know? I don't know. If
No,
you
I know.
what I mean. You know what I mean?
Let me
Back
rephrase
then-
it so that people can understand.
Yeah.
Simply put, you're saying that women are the way that they are from social conditioning. They weren't allowed and afforded the same opportunities to learn said skills, etc.
Yeah, I feel like all of us in general, we're
Some of them-
very much.
I mean,
Can I?
go on.
Well, hold on. Let's address her point first, then you can address your point, because I want to make sure that we tackle this nice and succinctly. Because you guys are all about to get cooked today. Like, like this is craziness.
No,
Why
I
are we
like-
getting cooked?
Because like this is just ridiculous. Like, I mean,
No,
okay.
I want you to change my mind.
So
I like.
social. So you're
Mhm.
saying social programming, okay? Well,
Mhm.
if that's the case, right? We have an abundance of women in college.
Mhm.
Women are earning more money than men than ever before. You know, I would say we're pretty much damn equal, right? When it comes to, privileges, accesses to rights, etc., whatever. Okay. So you disagree?
But I wasn't even talking.
I'll tell you this:
about-
no male stripper makes as much as you do. So I would say we're pretty equal. So, so going back to what I was saying, right? I want to name inequality when it doesn't benefit. Okay, so anyway, going back to what I was saying, as far as like social conditioning, women can do anything a man can do, correct?
Mhm.
And they have more degrees than men do. Please tell me, even though women have all the same rights, access, and privileges, they make as much money, go to college at a higher rate, why are there still more male engineers? There's still more men in tech. There's still more men in dangerous positions, such as, offshore drilling,
Underwater. Yep.
construction,
Yep.
And I'm gonna say my input.
underwater, underwater excavating.
Yeah.
Why are these positions still dominated by men? I'll tell you why. Because if you leave, right, and this is in the Norwegian countries as well, they found this. If you leave the genders to their own devices to pick their career fields, men are going to tend to be more interested in things. Women are just going to tend to be more interested in people.
Because I feel like that's just
Mark.
how
That's the balance.
foundation. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like nowadays, how are more men are engineers, this and this. It's because the foundation of like how it was when we first started, like living, it's always the men. I feel like if it was back in the ancient times, women started doing the same things that men were doing, it'd be completely different now. Yeah, now more men. There's more men engineers, there's more men of everything because that was the foundation. So now obviously no matter what any woman does, men obviously have like that one up because that was our foundation. But if the foundation was different, I feel like everything would just be different.
But what I'm trying to say right now is that the foundation is almost irrelevant, yet women still choose to go into careers that pay less, that are involved more with social work versus, things. And women choose what they do. And they overwhelmingly choose not to do the jobs that tend to be important for, moving society with inventions and everything else like that. So, and this social conditioning thing is crazy because that's like me saying, y'all love this one. Let's go into a dream world real quick, right? Because by your logic, I'm gonna break this down, right? By your logic, okay? So, it's 1985, right? Crack era. I'm in New York City. I'm in Harlem, right? I've been selling quite a bit of drugs. All right, a couple kilos per week, whatever it is, what it is. Apple Martinez is my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing dope. I'm making a lot of money, right? Grew up in a fatherless household. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, but I figured it out. I got the goddamn sauce. So I'm selling crack all over the place. I'm doing my thing, making hella dough. Next thing I know, fucking
the feds.
DEA,
the feds.
Open up. I'm like, oh shit. I try to run. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like flushing the dope and shit, right? And I'm fucking running around like, oh damn, they got me. I got 20 kilos. I try to jump out the window. They get me, right? So they bring me in to the office. They're like, we got you dead to rights, Myron. You're going to do a lot of time in jail. You're fucked. We got you connected in Mexico. We got the kilos. You're going to do a lot of time, buddy. And I'm like, wait, hold on, Agent Gaines. Hold on. I was conditioned to be this way. I grew up in a tough neighborhood. All I knew was crack. My ancestors before me sold crack. Bro, you can't. Come on, man, please. He gonna look at me like, stupid. I'm going to do 25 years in jail. And the reason why is because I have a choice to make, okay? I have a choice to make. I can sell the crack, right? And continue on with what my ancestors taught me, right? And do what I did, continue doing what I'm going to do. But that'd be foolish because there's consequences to everyone's actions. So you can't sit there and say, it's social conditioning. Oh my God. No, because nothing is holding you back from going to become an engineer. Nothing at all. And as a matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. If a woman does want to be an engineer or get into Google or get into tech, you are actually far more likely to get hired than a man because of affirmative action. So there's absolutely nothing,
no excuse,
in a woman's way of getting into these positions. But why don't they? Because of choice. Women simply are not interested in the jobs that push society in modern conveniences. Simple as that.
You're
Okay,
right.
yeah, I feel that.
You're right.
Yeah,
But it's because we weren't
y'all
taught
agreeing with this.
No, I'm not saying you're right, but like I feel that girls have choices.
Yeah.
Girls have choices. They make whatever choices they make. Like I choose not to depend on men. I choose to do things myself. Like the
Everybody
next
has
girl,
choices.
you could be the complete opposite. Like everybody's different. So yeah, like
It's all
everybody
up to
has-
choice. And look, he's just saying, for example, look, you have a choice, right? To be who you want to be. And you're more adventurous. You do more like, I want to say, guy stuff, but that's a choice. You choose to do more girly stuff. It's a choice at the end of the day.
I do both.
And you see how you just say guy stuff and girly stuff?
Yeah.
That's what we mean by that. Like we're conditioned. Oh, so if you work out, you like going outdoors, you like fishing.
guy stuff.
It's guy stuff. Why can't it be a
do
girl
both.
thing?
I
Why
mean,
can't
I
it be
feel
girl
like-
Well,
stuff?
I'm breaking it down so that
It's how I was
everyone understands.
raised.
But that being said, like, okay, all I'm saying is that like her stance on making choices is her choice. Your choice as well. So having a I want to say ancestor like lineage or whatever, it may have some bearing on your choices. But that being said, ultimately it's up to you to make that choice. So
I mean,
And going back to what you're saying, like the social conditioning, I'll take it one step further, then we'll go to her point, is remember that women are not physically strong enough to manipulate the world before the modern conveniences of technology. So when it came to cutting down trees, gathering things, have you ever worked on a farm?
Yeah.
It's really hard labor. And now try working on a farm without technology. It's even harder. And women simply don't have the strength, the endurance, and the ability to be able to sustain long hours of physical labor. Men are more equipped to do so, so they do it because we're just better at it. You guys are better at nurturing and, caring for children and, birthing children. But the thing is this, men do not need women to survive. They do need women to continue to propagate society. But on the other side, women absolutely need men to survive. And it's if there's proof in itself, it's what you're attracted to and what you're aroused by does the work for me. Y'all are literally attracted and aroused to men that are superior to you. So there's no debate here. You guys can get mad about your feelings.
Right.
Oh,
No, that is
you're right.
That is true because
but
if
all
a
y'all want to do it
girl-
over 6 feet tall, makes more money than you, confident, strong, whatever. So your attraction in itself proves my point that women need men for survival.
But how do you say that against somebody who's not attracted to men?
That's
Well, if you
rare.
like women.
Okay, let's
Like-
talk about a small percentage of women that are lesbian only. Most women, lesbian women that I know have
bisexual.
are bisexual.
They're bi. They're really bi.
You know,
That's me.
and if given the choice, I'll take it a step further because we've interviewed a lot of lesbians on the show or women that are bisexual. We asked them if you had to pick one gender for the rest of your life, overwhelmingly they say men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say men.
Less stress, less emotional pulls. It's just like
They say men.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's far more security in a male counterpart than in a female counterpart.
Yeah, girl to girl, that's just too much drama.
I don't
You be
know.
wanting to scrap because
I mean,
it's
just
a, it's the
imagine you
same
have-
gender. You know what I mean? So if a
Yeah.
problem arises, we're
Females are
fighting. Like,
crazy for
So
sure.
you had something. You've been really patient. Go ahead. Does that answer your question though?
yeah,
I wanna
yeah,
make sure we tackle
yeah,
that first.
I understood.
Back to what you were saying, like back in the day. First of all, it wasn't normal in society for women to do.
What?
First of all, in society, it wasn't normal for women to do men's jobs. So you could look at it from the perspective of women made men their bitches and made them do all the work, or you could look at it from the perspective of women weren't qualified according to society for those jobs, so they had to assume a subservient role.
Okay. So let's peel that back a layer. You said it wasn't normal for women to do a male job.
Yeah,
Okay, why?
because of men. That's like you. Are you getting pulled over by the police? Let's go there. That's like y'all getting pulled over because y'all are. Can I say the N word?
Oh, niggas?
Y'all
Go
are
ahead.
niggas.
All right.
Y'all are niggas.
Uh-huh.
Let's say your tail lights out. You're gonna get questioned harder than a white man would
I don't.
because that.
I really don't.
Let's take ourselves out of the situation.
The average guy.
And what
crush.
react?
The average black man, your tail light
I'm being
is out.
difficult.
I know. I see where she's going with this,
Yeah.
but this is a very poor argument. But continue.
It's not a poor argument.
I'll explain why in a
It's
second. But
just
continue.
like white men are according to society, are superior to you because of the shit that we've been going through for years. So women are considered inferior to men because the shit that we've been going through for years. But now that's changing, and that bothers a lot of men that it's changing.
Because they were raised
There's
to be
more women
mothers.
that
So-
act like
Because we
men.
can do whatever you can do nowadays.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead.
So if a couple pulls me over, right, I have a choice to act like a decent person
Mhm.
and not a nigga. So I can say, you know what?
Your
I'm gonna
skin
be
is still
polite.
black,
It doesn't
though.
matter. I'm polite.
You're right.
Hey,
it doesn't
officer.
matter.
How can I help you? Okay, cool. I ran through the light.
Mhm.
My bad. Here's my license.
Mhm.
I can do certain things by my choice to be decent. So I'm just saying, for example, it's all up to choice. So I get your point of view, like, you know, oh, because I'm black, it's gonna be certain things. But look, I have a choice to act a certain way to not be stigmatized into being a nigga. So
No, because
But
most
you can't act the
cops.
same
you
way, but
can't
get
choose
treated
No,
not
the
to
because
same
be
most
way.
stigmatized.
cops
You're
assume
black.
right away.
I hear
Because-
what she's.
no, I just
yeah.
pulled over many
Yeah.
times, but
What
go
she's
ahead.
saying, because even back then, like a woman had an opinion, she was a witch.
Yeah.
A woman didn't even
Yes.
allow to have her own bank account,
Mm.
work.
Wait.
Everything was under the husband's name.
Ladies, she's comparing race to biology. It's what are you talking about? If a man, if you-
Chris, let me take this
Go
because I was writing down notes on this, and like, so your biggest mistake here is that you're conflating race with biological fact. So race is a social thing. It's a social norm, you know, based on, you know, prejudices or whatever it may have been. But, you know, and you mentioned earlier, oh, white men are superior, you know, according to society, superior to men. That's biologically false because we know that black men on average have higher testosterone, more ability to build more muscle, whatever. So it's biologically incorrect to say that. Now, with that said, we cannot conflate racial situations, right, with biological situations because biology is fact. Racism is a whole other topic that I don't even want to get into. So that's a poor example or analogy. So what I am saying is this. Let's go back to what you first said.
Mhm.
Oh, well, it wasn't normal for women to do male jobs.
Mhm.
Well, let's peel it back a layer. Why? Can you tell me why?
Because of the society that was before us.
They saw them as weak.
No, it was not normal.
Women
No,
were
women,
weak.
they saw women as weak.
It is not normal because women are not capable of doing the physical manual labor.
How are we gonna prove
Yeah,
that
but
men
they
do
didn't
it
know that
if they won't
before.
let us do it?
That's
Yeah,
what I
They
kind
didn't
of-
know that. They just
prove
assumed
that.
right away.
But like I kind of understood his part before because men and obviously like in creation of humans and stuff like that, it's men and women. It's a team. It's like a, you guys do things together. You kind of split like, okay, I do this and you do that. Your strengths are this, so you're going to be doing that. Like you're going to be doing the manly work, like going hunting and stuff like that, because you're stronger than me. So you're going to be doing that. And I'm going to stay home and do this because I could do that. I feel like that was like the whole foundation. And that's why it is the way.
Simply put, hold on. We'll just make this simple. Hold on, ladies. Do you watch sports?
Yes.
You don't?
Yes.
I watch soccer every once in a while.
Okay, you watch soccer. Like when's the last sporting event you went to?
I've never been to a sporting event.
You never
No
been to a
way.
game or nothing like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, the soccer that you do watch, what kind of soccer? Do you watch the men's soccer or do you watch the women's soccer?
Men's.
Okay. What about you? Do you watch sports?
Yes.
You watch what?
Football, basketball.
Okay, I'm assuming
baseball.
NBA, NFL.
Mhm.
Okay. What about you?
I just watch soccer. I used to play soccer, so
Okay.
that's what I watch.
And
It's
men's?
men's and women's.
Okay.
Basically.
You?
Yeah, men's soccer.
Okay. You?
Me personally, I do both because my dad likes women's sports. So
Okay.
like we be watching both of them together, both sports.
Okay. You?
I feel like you're equating men to slaves, to be honest, if you think about it.
Can I make my point and then I can
Okay,
like explain?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. So what do you watch sports?
No.
You don't at
I don't
all.
watch
If
sports.
if you do watch a sport or anything like that, let me guess, it's probably NFL, Super Bowl, a big occasion, some kind of championship
it's a
game.
big occasion.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, we have clearly the ability to watch female sports and male sports, right?
And I only watch male.
But
Thank
which
you.
one's more celebrated?
So therefore,
Yeah, I was
hold on,
gonna say.
hold on. You want to know why?
That's more
Here's the
interesting.
uncomfortable truth. Men, it's better to watch male sports. It's more entertaining. You're watching the physically elite compete.
But it's
Okay,
also they're
so-
more dramatic. Like watching. Okay, let's say like soccer for women and men.
Let me just finish
yeah,
real
no,
quick.
fine. Go ahead.
So the reason why you guys choose to watch male sports, even though you have the ability to watch female sports, is because simply put, male sports are better.
You're right.
You guys might not like hearing that, but it is what it is.
No,
Let's go
yeah,
back.
It's more entertaining.
Now-
Guys could
Yeah, I was
girls
gonna say, I
could
don't think it's
go.
better. I think it's just like more
Let me
popular.
finish my point. Let me finish my point. Get off the sports thing. It was just an example. So let's move it back to why women don't do jobs. Let's go back. You said, well, women weren't allowed. Yes, women can do the jobs that men do, but y'all can't do it at the same level. So why would you have someone do something at an inferior level when you have the ability to do it at a higher level, especially when the stakes are high? You're fighting saber-tooth tigers. You gotta get a fucking fire. You got children that you gotta take care of, etc. You're gonna put the best man on the job for said job, correct?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's why.
Okay. That is why men did certain things and women did certain things. Because here's the thing. Here's another thing. If we're gonna go to war, and I have the ability to put 1,000 women on the front lines in infantry or 1,000 men, and our life depends on it, are y'all putting 1,000 women or 1,000 men?
Man.
men.
Don't
Thank
cap.
you.
Don't cap.
Thank you. Why?
Guys,
Because you know
I wouldn't
that men are
do
far
that.
more physically
They're
equipped
gonna
to
survive.
increase the probability of our survival rate. That answers your question as to why didn't women get a chance? Because y'all aren't as good as us in certain traits that happen to be dependent on life and death.
But always
So
vice
it would be
versa.
better for
Equality-
y'all to die than
Equality,
to take care of the children.
equality goes out the window when it's life or death. Period.
It's survival, not children. Fuck the kids.
I
All right,
feel like
it's
we're
Equality
talking
survival.
about
equality doesn't
slaves.
matter because if the men die, the kids are gonna die anyway. So, ladies, you're weaker than us. Y'all are gonna watch the children. We're gonna go out, risk our lives to protect you and said children because we're better at this than you are.
Look at World War I and II. All the men, most of the men died out.
I don't think you say better. I feel like you say more physically
See,
superior.
it's how you said it. Oh my god! Again, proving the point. It's how you said it. Yo, that's funny as hell, bro.
Here we go.
Oh man, how you saying it?
Does that
Bro?
answer your question? You might not like the answer, but you guys literally prove my point. You prefer male sports when given the option. When given the situation where 1,000 male warriors versus 1,000 female warriors, you chose men. Life or death, baby. Fuck equality in your feelings.
You're
we gotta
right.
win.
You're right.
I just feel
You're
like
right.
you're equating men to slaves because they would rather the slaves be out in the fields you know, it's like women use men as slaves.
Like
I'm
a
just
reaching.
fucking with you.
I mean, it's just, well, men are just more expendable than women. Because here's the thing, one man.
So that means women are superior because men are more expendable?
I think you're
It's just a question.
She's just talking to argue, bro.
No, I'm asking a question.
Is that really your question?
Yeah. He said men are more expendable.
Okay.
So who's more important if men are more expendable?
Who do you think?
If you're expendable, that means it's easy to get rid of you and we could just make another one. We could just get another one.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So who's more important if men are more expendable? You said that.
What do you think?
Remember how we said earlier that women need men to survive? And then we said men need women to continue society? So,
you do need women to.
No, I'm saying men.
Yeah.
We need men because if I have a son and my girlfriend over here has a daughter, they make a baby, boy or girl. You know what I'm saying?
We just need each other.
What? We need each other.
when I first introduced this discussion, I discussed it on two different sides.
Okay, go ahead.
I said men need women to propagate society, and women need men to survive. Two totally different things. When I said men are expendable, I'm talking under the lens of when it comes to propagating a society. Because one man can impregnate 100 women, but 100 men cannot impregnate one woman. She's only going to have one kid per year. So the society will die, which goes and aligns exactly perfectly with what I said earlier. Men need women to propagate society. However, women need men to survive.
Understood.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Makes sense?
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's move.
It only took 30 minutes.
Let's move past
It only took 30
Look at
minutes.
Myron's face.
Chest, please.
Understood.
Good job. Okay.